y'all, it is the Southern Belle from Hell here, and I am going to show you a micro mushroom camper today. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I was inspired by this picture, and it is something I found on Facebook, and it was posted by Beep Boop Art. I just had to recreate it. I thought it was adorable. So I got different mushrooms that I didn't have, and I got them from the gallery, and I'll list them in the description box. Alldebugmushrooms by LilRedRidingSim and Nocturnal Mushroom Art by SharyRLeen. I am working on the roof right now, and I always have a tough time getting that retro rounded camper look with these roofs. So yeah, I kind of speed through that because it took a while. And I don't want to bore you with me manipulating this roof for half an hour. I used the tool mod to move the mushroom up and down, and I just really wanted it to be an awning. I put another one on top of it because I just felt like it needed something a little extra instead of just one random mushroom on top. I had a really hard time trying to figure out what color I wanted the exterior. I knew I wanted to stick with a teal, but I couldn't find one that was pale enough or too rich. It was hard to find that middle ground. So we have some white exterior walls just to give it a little something different. And I didn't want it to just be like boom, random white wall here. So I was trying to figure out how to separate it with a post or something, and I finally found the perfect one. I believe it's from Parenthood. I could be wrong about that. It's not an actual like column. It's just in decorations. I move it up with the tool mod after sizing it down a little bit, and I just felt like it went perfect with this type of build. And I had to move it around a little bit later on, but you'll see how it turns out. I absolutely loved it as a separator between different colors on the camper. I absolutely hate putting gates, or not gates, I'm sorry, fences next to stairs because I never can seem to find the right match with like everything else. It just seems to be so mismatched. So yeah, you can tell I fell in love with these posts. I just felt like they were perfect. They fit exactly what I wanted it to. So here I'm using the beams because the roof trim would not go around the bottom of the whole thing like I wanted it to. So I found the perfect substitute in my opinion. So I put that around the top and the bottom as well. And I just use the tool mod like crazy. I have to move it around some more as I work on the inside. But yeah, the outside, I loved how it was separated out. Now, I had a dumb moment here. I forgot how to make a dormer. I figured it out again, but at first I was like, wait, what do I do? So I built this half wall, and then I finally said, wait, no, I just need this roof. So you see me struggling to figure out my own faux pas over here. I figure it out though. My brain cells finally started working. Um, I wanted to put a dormer back here because I felt like it just looked so empty, and it's just a white roof. So I wanted to do something different with the back here. Now, the picture has circular windows and some square windows as well, so I tried to stay true to that. I ended up taking the vent out later. I just felt like maybe I was doing too much with the roof. So I really wanted to put a lot of plants out here and make it look organic as possible, still staying true to the mushrooms. I'm just dragging everything from what I got from the gallery, and they're not in any of my buys, like, so I can't just copy it, so I have to keep getting what I got from the gallery out and dragging it and placing it where I want it to go. I'm really having fun exploring what people have in the gallery. I didn't know what to do with the ladybugs, but I felt like it fit the aesthetic. So I got 2 out there that I dragged. I absolutely love the ivy. Any camper I make, I cover it with ivy because I like to make my campers look like it's been sitting out there a while. Like it's been someone's home for many years. Here I am trying to kind of fit the landscape around me. So I get some dogwoods, I get a beech tree. I wanted to do a little fence, but I saw there was already like a fence around the lot itself, so I didn't want it to be repetitive. I didn't want this lot to look like done up and have a perfect manicured landscape. I wanted it to look homey and natural and just like it's just been out in the woods, and the people who live here, they embrace nature. They don't try to manicure it too much. They just enjoy it. Oh, and the fairy lights. I thought about deleting them, but they're just so beautiful. I didn't want to. I kept the big gnome. I like the gnomes, even though they're really evil. Like, if you try to appease them during Thanksgiving and they don't like what you give them, they're so mean. They break everything. I had a hard time figuring out the layout. I always do with these small builds. But I enjoy doing the small builds more than the bigger builds. I don't know why. I guess everything just fits, and my OCD is like, oh yeah, this needs to go here. Let's place this here, and everything has its own little spot. The colors, I tried to stick with what's on the outside. Teal, white, red. I wanted to add some black in there too to kind of go with the ladybug that's outside. I put in a Murphy bed. I always do with small builds. I'm sure they're extremely uncomfortable in real life, but they surprisingly don't have a low comfort level. I had to put the hanging plant. I watch a lot of Griffey. And if she ever watched this, I would just die. Watching her videos got me wanting to start making videos. So yeah, I don't mean to steal this from Griffey, but I felt like it fit in with this build. So I'm kind of all over the place when I get into clutter in debug. So I went ahead and I put a what is that called? It'll come to me in a second, but outside with the plants and everything, that's what I got out there. when it comes to finding clutter in debug, there's just so many things. So I'm like, yeah, I want that in this room. I want this. I want that. So you'll see me jumping around in different areas of the lot as I find things that I really want to add. I wanted the inside of this Sims space to look just really interesting, fitting in with the colors, full of nature. I wanted to show that she has a cat. Really, cats aren't supposed to be in micro homes. I noticed when I listed it on the gallery, it would not let me add cat friendly, but I did list it as a gathering spot for cats. So I'm trying to make this kitchen look small but completely sustainable. I always have a difficult time when I put up cabinets for these small builds. I don't know why, because there's so many different items to choose from, and I think that's probably why, actually, now that I'm saying it, I think that's why there's so many different things to choose from. It's like, how do I choose for such a small space? So I'm using the painting that I got from the gallery, the Nocturnal mushroom art, and it also came with a spicy mushroom. So I'm putting it up there on my little shelf and adding this mushroom to give it more of a natural look. And this person is a gardener, and I stupidly forgot to put a garden plot on this lot. I don't know why I did that. I had that whole theme in my mind. I apologize, but there's more than enough room for you to put a garden plot wherever you want. I wanted to put that tree decal back there, even though you can't really see the tree. It adds something different. Yeah, I had to put up the picture of the ladybug because it just, I wasn't planning on using the ladybug, but then once I did, I went, oh, I can add black in here and it'll match perfectly. I'm giving her a little truck, a little till truck to match her till camper. I think it's the Virgo in me. I love things that match. Now, the coffee pot. I had a hard time with this coffee pot. I do not think it's functional. When I did the gameplay, I forgot to check the coffee pot. So I'm doing a lot of faux pas here. So the toilet, I decided that toilet looked way too fancy for this camper. So I ended up changing it out for just a plain white one. It seemed to fit in with the vibe a little bit more. And of course the cat has to use the toilet in there as well. If you hear something, that is my cat. Kiwi is a very talkative cat. Yeah, she's wanting to come in right now. So again, trying to keep with the colors. I did not want it to seem random and just thrown together. I usually, when I do a camper, I just kind of like throw things in there and try to make it look lived in and very multifaceted. With this, I wanted to stick with these colors because I felt like they complemented each other in a way. I really hope y'all can't hear how loud my cat is, but if you can, yeah, that is my life. Constantly hearing this cat. Okay, so I had to move these up because I had to move the floor up. So I had to move everything back so it would stay in that same style. I decided to put a wash bin outside and a little florist station underneath this awning. I still can't think of the right term for this. I put some tire seats down because again, I just felt like it went with the vibe. I almost picked the actual mushroom chairs, but then I was like, would that look fitting because that's her awning. Do I want to have a repetitive look like that? So I just went with the tires because I'm also trying to go rustic with this. So instead of using the garden path stones, I used these stones because they felt more random and like not intentionally placed there. Like, you know, nature just did its thing, and here is some rocks for you. But I like to put them on this little pathway because it still feels like it's been trodden quite a bit. Just adding some grass. Okay, so here are the screenshots. I hope you have enjoyed this build. It was so much fun for me to do. And please don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave me a comment on ways that I can improve. I'm still so very much new to this. So until next time.